네. 여기서 서서 이쪽에.
So we would like to ask you, what is the key success factor? What was the
Sorry, what was?
What is the key success factor? Key success factor
Uh-huh.
of your 22 district?
Okay.
You can just the first and second key success factors.
Okay. Well, we think that private-public cooperation is one key success factor because we had experience with that with the Olympic Games that worked quite well. It was the first time that the Spanish government, together with the Catalan government and the municipality, worked together with the private sector, and it proved to be a very successful experience. So for the 22 project, this kind of collaboration has happened. Even if the project is mainly led by the municipality, as you have seen in the presentation, there are some aspects of the project in which we have the collaboration of the Catalan government, for example, for technology centers and research centers, and also by the Spanish government, by moving here the telecom authority, for example, or other institutions related to the Spanish government. So that was a key success factor. The other one was we didn't surrender to the pressure of the owners of the factories that just wanted to turn this into a luxurious residential area. And now they are even happier because the benefits they have by renting the office buildings is huge. And at the same time, this mix, this complex design of the district has allowed the construction of a huge amount of social housing. And we wouldn't have that if we had followed the idea of the owners of the industrial plots.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, you didn't destroy the old buildings at that district. So you have used the existing old buildings. What was the reason?
Because we think it's a unique heritage of Barcelona. I mean, this happened to be one of the places in Europe where the Industrial Revolution happened with a higher intensity. And to bury that into oblivion, we think that is wasting a lot of assets for the city. And people in Europe like to reuse these beautiful 19th century buildings. We only protected the most beautiful 19th century factories, not the 20th century impersonal extensions of the factory that were mainly demolished.
And you have erased the floor area ratio to the business.
Yes. Yeah, we have allowed a higher buildings in the area. In general, in Barcelona, the average is 8 floors. But in this area, for office buildings, we are allowing up to 15 or 20 floors, even in some cases. In the future, because of the lack of space, we are also thinking about taller social housing apartments, almost skyscrapers, European size. I'm not talking about Asian size, that is much, much higher, because we never think of skyscrapers higher than 150 meters.
Would you tell us something unique and special in the area of the mobility?
Well, it's not perhaps totally unique, but the huge success of our bike sharing system. We were one of the less bicycle-friendly cities in the world. Now we are the 13th, according to the Copenhagen Index, the 13th more bicycle-friendly city in the world. So reintroducing the bikes in the mindsets of our citizens, having a city that is quite complicated, because it's a mixture of New York and San Francisco, the huge success of reintroducing public transport, bike sharing system, and walking is quite a unique feature of the project as well. And we have to be even more successful with that because we are dying of pollution.
스마트한 요소 그 팩터 스마트 4번 아까 하셨던 예. Last question.
Yeah, so we we heard that there is an eco-friendly, at the same time, it is a smart component was applied to your District 22.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the city was awarded by the European Union in 2014 as European Capital of Innovation because of the long-standing tradition of Barcelona in using smart solutions to solve problems of the city. Many of these solutions were related to smarter ways of collecting the waste, as we have seen, the pneumatic system. Also, lots of sensors were put inside the containers for the waste to know when they were full, or also, if it was the organic container, also the temperature. But then we arrived to the conclusion that Barcelona has so many people living here that the trucks had to collect the garbage very frequently, not only when the sensor said that it was almost full, but every day. If not, it's not good. And also the super block, this project to make pedestrian areas of 9 blocks, I think is the biggest project in terms of becoming the city greener that will affect the whole of Barcelona. When it's finished, Barcelona will become more than 400 super blocks with less than 50% of the traffic that we have today that will move to bicycle, public transport and food.